Aloha and welcome to Healing Ways with Kayla Ray. Do you ever feel like you're not getting what you want out of life? Or things aren't progressing at the pace you'd like them to? This always is the case, right? We want things to happen now, and it takes a lot more time, and sometimes we get really frustrated with the way things are going. We ask a lot from the universe. We ask for help, we ask for things to change, and we want to see this as quickly as possible. But sometimes we aren't doing our parts. And the first things that come to mind are usually action. What do you mean I'm not doing my part? I'm doing so much. And that's usually true for me. However, we're missing a crucial piece. In order for our universe to shift and our world to make the shifts we desperately want, we need to shift. And that's here, that's here, that's here. And often parts we forget about are that self-care. That is my biggest piece I forget about. And so the universe has really given me a slap upside myself recently and said, you need to stop. If you want us to care and give you that attention and care, you need to care for you. You've noticed probably that I haven't been on for a couple of weeks. This is the first video I've done for a while, which I don't like. I like doing these. However, I've been ill. I've not been feeling well for over 6 weeks. It's not like me. I'm a person who takes relatively good care of my body. However, I don't really give myself the love and attention that I give others. And a lot of people who watch this channel are healers, helpers, work in the helping profession, our parents, caregivers, care for other people. We do a lot for others, which is beautiful. But when we don't give to ourselves, we don't replenish and nourish. We aren't able to receive then. You need to make yourself a receptacle for receiving. And in order to do that, you need to nourish the self. So with my current illness, it's been telling me I need to sleep a lot more than usual. And this frustrates me because the spirit is always willing. The spirit wants me to do all kinds of things. I get excited. I want to do stuff. I want to get things done. I want to progress and move forward. However, I have to take the time that spirit is asking me. Nourish the self. I'm so quick to give away my time to others. I need to give that time to me. So I've been taking that. I've been canceling extracurriculars. I've not been doing as much with friends or family. I've not been answering calls. I haven't been able to text back sometimes. It's because I need that time for me. Because I give it away so easily, it's easy for other people not to notice that I'm not nourishing myself. And what happens is the body will speak. It's the last one to really speak up when you're not doing what you need to. So we need to take that self-care. And that's going to look different for everybody. Sometimes that means you need to feed yourself better. Those fresh fruits, the vegetables, things that are alive and real. None of that processed crap. Sometimes that means you need to sleep a lot more. You need to nourish the body. Maybe you need to calm the mind. Meditate. Just sit with yourself. Give yourself the time. Whatever that self-care looks like for you, it's usually what you're not giving you. If you give away a lot of love, sometimes that means you're not giving yourself the love. If you give away your time, you do a lot of things, usually you're not giving yourself time. If you feed others, sometimes you're not feeding you. Now it's hard for some people to do this because for those who are light workers, who are energy workers, who are healers, helpers, it's our nature to want to give to others. And when you get caught up in this spiritual community, there's this idea of service to self over service to others. That service to self isn't as good, and service to others is really what triumphs. And of course, in the long scheme of things, we want to think about others. We want to pass on that love and be that help. However, you can't do any of that if you're not giving it to yourself first. You are no good to anyone if you're running yourself dry. Your love will not be as received. Your help will not be as helpful. Your time will not be as valuable. You will not be giving your full presence if you're not giving it to yourself. This has come on for me now more than it has in a long time. So I'm really slowing things down because I've been sped up for so long that it's time. And so don't feel bad giving that time, giving that love, giving that energy to yourself, because you must first fill your bucket before you start scooping out spoonfuls to other people. So when you're not receiving as much in life, ask yourself, am I a vessel for receiving? Is my vessel at its best? Am I giving myself what I want to receive? Take a look at your habits. Take a look at what's holding you back, the things you're not giving yourself, where you spend most of your time. You might find something in there that's blocking you. I've been keeping a dream journal because that's another way too to look at the subconscious, to look at the things that aren't always as apparent in our everyday conscious life. And I'm seeing a lot of anxiety and stress in there. And it's in me. And it's something I need to look at. So I encourage you to do something similar. But for you, your self-care might look completely different. Maybe you need massages. Maybe you need alone time. Maybe you need to be with loved ones. Maybe you just need to pause. Whatever that is, give that to yourself now. Now is the time, because you cannot receive until you're ready. So I'm asking you, if you want something, first look at you. Look what you can do to shift you. Give you that love that you're not finding, that you're not receiving. Give you that time that you don't feel you have. This is the way we move forward. This is the way we move our lives forward. So remember, give to yourself before you can give to the world, and before the universe sees an opening to be able to give to you. Some good food for thought, just something to think about. You are more loved than you can ever know. But first, before you can feel it, you must give it to you and feel it for yourself. Thanks for listening to today's Healing Ways, and I'll catch you next time. Aloha.